1 year after the attack at the U.S. Capitol, KPRC2 Investigates is sitting down with a local lawmaker who experienced that chaos firsthand. Congressman Troy Nehls spoke with KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold about his experience inside the Capitol building and his thoughts about the information that's now come to light over the past 12 months.
It's something that saddens me because I never thought I'd see the Capitol assaulted in this way.
January 6th should have never, ever happened.
I think it brings shame on all of us.
Hundreds of people who refuse to believe President Donald Trump lost the election flooded our Capitol on January 6th. What followed are the images now burned into our collective memory. Ken Magidson is a retired U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Texas.
The assault on the Capitol is really an assault on what kind of government we have.
More than $1.5 million in damage was done to our Capitol building. Over the last year, 725 people have been criminally charged. 9 are from the Houston area. The FBI is working to identify an additional 350 suspects.
What is the danger of not seeing this through to the very end?
The danger is that it imperils our democratic form of government.
We tried to speak with those facing charges, like Adam Wabling, charged with disorderly conduct and remaining in a restricted building.
Wanted to see if you had anything to say, if you'd like to say anything on your behalf.
No comment here. At an address listed for Benjamin LaRocca, the person who answered our knock asked us to leave.
What is this nonsense? Get out of here.
LaRocca faces 3 charges, including disorderly conduct on restricted grounds. Former Houston police officer Tam Pham has pleaded guilty to 1 count of demonstrating inside a Capitol building. He's been sentenced to 45 days in prison, and his attorney tells us Mr. Pham deeply regrets being present on January 6th. We haven't heard back from the others we tried to speak with.
Tell me your memories of that day.
Well, it was my 3rd day in Congress.
Former Fort Bend County Sheriff and freshman Republican Congressman Troy Nehls was preparing to object to the votes in Arizona and Pennsylvania when Capitol Police rushed into the House chamber to evacuate lawmakers.
And he said the Capitol has been breached.
Nehls stayed and stood next to officers as rioters tried to break down the door.
And all of a sudden the glass broke. And that was probably the most tense moment. And so you see this face kind of peers through the broken glass looking at me, and I'm eyeballing him, and I have my Texas mask on. You know, he looks at me and he says, "You're from Texas, you should be with us. You should be with us." I said, "Oh, I can't support what you're doing right now."
Nehls is quick to condemn those who attacked police officers.
If you assaulted a law enforcement officer that day, you should go to prison. No question about it.
But in the same breath, Nehls defends other protesters who were in the Capitol that day.
There are a lot of people inside that building, in my humble opinion, that are great Americans, God-fearing Americans. Yes, they could be Trump supporters, but they weren't there to commit any violence or harm anybody.
How do you view what happened that day?
I view what happened that day as a black eye on America and the American people.
On click2houston.com, we have more of our conversation with Congressman Nehls, along with a breakdown of where all the criminal cases stand. We also spoke with a constitutional law expert about why no one has been charged with insurrection. You'll find it under the Investigate section. Robert Arnold, KPRC2 Investigates.